It's not a
Cool.
big deal.
Well, we're gonna just kick it off with the song, and know that you can call 786-6805, and we'll have somebody pick up the phone if you have any questions, and we'll have the interview as soon as the song's over, so you can figure out a little bit more about Phil and the microphones.
Okay.
So here they go. They're gonna kick it
I'll play
to
a song
to
here.
the funky beat. Am I too loud?
No, but I hear some other music.
Not
Okay,
anymore.
it's gone.
There you go. Because I can barely hear you.
You swam further out into the ocean. I climbed higher in the tree. At the top it started bending. I swayed down to you in the sea. When I saw you, I called out your name. And I let go and fell into the water. And in between the crashing waves, I swam along right underneath you. Above me began to evaporate. You floated up while I was reaching for you. Now as a cloud you visit me. Every night and every morning. And in between those times I'm floating towards you. Thank you for clapping.
Looks like you got one fan here. Hey, your friends didn't even cheer. That was a cool song. I
Yeah,
liked
thanks.
it. So, tell us a little bit about where you're from.
I come from the state of Washington to the south.
Nice.
And I grew up in a town called Anchorage, and I've been living in a town called Olympia, Washington. And
Where there's quite a scene going, I hear.
I guess so, yeah. There's a lot of people doing things there. And I went there and started doing some things of my own, and it's really working out.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Where did you live? I mean, the first place where you were born, was that in Washington?
Yeah, Anacortes is this beautiful town in the San Juan Islands that I grew up in that's on an island with a bridge to it, so it's not really an island. And it was really great there, a small town that was totally gorgeous, and I had some great people that helped me. Like, I got a job at this great record store, bookstore, darkroom, recording studio place, and kind of grew up there, and then moved to Olympia, and the same thing happened. Like, all kinds of people were really nice to me and let me into their recording studio and started all these bands and went
Cool.
crazy.
Right. So tell me, like, the timeline of your life. Like, how old are you now?
I'm 20.
20. That's it.
Yep, I'm just 20.
Wow, that's cool. And you've got how many albums out?
Well, I just came out with this first one that's the microphones, which is just me, but I've been in other bands that have stuff out. This band D Plus that I play in, and this other band Old Time Religion, and some other bands too. But this microphones thing is what I'm doing now.
And you enjoy it?
I love it. It's
Yeah.
just me. Like, that's the great thing about it is it's just me. It's not somebody else's songs.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the weird thing about it is that I'm playing just guitar and singing, but the whole point of the microphones is that I record and play all the parts and totally invent the songs that way instead of write the songs on guitar, and it's just like a one set singular thing.
Mm-hmm.
In the recordings, it's like that song I just played. It took me weeks to record, and it has all this stuff like strings and timpani and cymbals and like that file cabinet crashing was supposed to be timpani.
Yeah, for those of you who couldn't hear or couldn't imagine, Eric, who's playing drums to you up here, was smacking our file cabinet, open and closed.
Trying to make that timpani sound.
It was very close.
Yeah,
I could imagine it.
Yeah, it was. Well, the timpani was supposed to be the crashing waves, because I'm saying in between the crashing waves.
Yeah.
And then like, boom, boom. But I just finished that song, and I'm working on all these songs for this album that's going to be on K Records in September or something.
So being in Olympia, like when did you move there? How old were you?
Let's see, 19.
So you've only been there for a year?
Yeah, I just moved there last year, and then I moved. Yeah.
And then who were like some of the big influences, like the people that helped you out?
There's this guy there, Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
He's been around for a while doing some things and had some bands, and he's got this recording studio.
Holy cow.
The telephone's ringing.
Somebody wants to find out more. Calvin Johnson, you can answer it. As of Dub Narcotic Studios.
Yeah. He
and K Records.
For some reason, I don't know why, he sort of knew me from being in D+, which was a K Records thing, and I moved to Olympia, and he was like, "Oh, why don't you record in my studio? Here's a key."
Really? For free?
Yeah. And then I just kind of, I think he might have thought that I would record there once or twice, record a couple songs.
Yeah.
But I kind of just moved in and recorded every single night that he wasn't, and totally took advantage of it. And
wow.
And I kind of have just been taking advantage of it more and recording other people. And
really?
Yeah. For a while in the summer, I lived there for a couple weeks when I didn't have a place. I just slept in the studio.
Oh man.
It was really nice.
He is a nice guy.
Yeah, I don't really understand why he just let me.
Here's a key. I've never heard of that before. It'd be nice to have your own studio that you don't have to pay for.
It's a really, really great studio too. It's all in this big warehouse loft, huge room with all this echo in it, so you get the coolest drum sounds. And all the equipment's really old and super nice.
Cool.
It's paradise.
Yeah. For a musician, that would be very cool. Awesome. So tell us about future plans.
Well,
first of all, what brings you to Alaska?
I'm on tour.
Yeah?
I decided to go on tour to Alaska. No, I've got this friend up here, Justin, and he's done some art for me in the past, and I knew him from back home. And he kind of brought me up here.
Yeah? That's cool.
Uh-huh.
It's always fun to know people.
Yeah, and I kind of... Everyone back in Washington thinks I'm insane for going to Alaska in the dead of winter.
This is like the coldest it's been, too. I mean...
that's why I'm here. Like, I've never been that cold before, and I really want to see what it's like.
What do you think?
It's amazing. I still like walking around. I'm like, oh, it's cool. My boogers are frozen and stuff, but I want it to be 50 below. I want to do that stuff where you pour the water out and it freezes.
I don't... You don't want to do that.
Well, because...
Can't even go to the bathroom.
Just spend all day inside, and it's fine and comfortable and really cozy, but it's nice to go outside for a half an hour a day, and kind of fear for your life.
Could be completely shocked.
I like it here.
Do you like?
It's
what's Olympia like right now?
Oh, it's miserable. It rains just for weeks.
It's still
without
raining?
stopping. Yeah, rains and rains and rains.
Probably it snows there too, right?
It snowed once in December. Olympia's in some kind of pit at the bottom of the Puget Sound where the weather just kind of gets stagnant and it rains for weeks and it's just miserable.
Yeah.
So, people go insane there. People have nervous breakdowns and have to leave town. It's strange. A week ago or something, I was in Olympia and went to the ocean and drove out of town like 1 mile, and it was sunny, and
Yeah.
then it was sunny all day, and then driving back into town, a mile out of town, it just was like, rain started coming down.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Huh.
It's a great city, but the weather will drive you crazy.
Who's your favorite local artist from your hometown? Besides yourself?
I was going to say the microphones, but...
Just kidding.
That's a tough one. The thing about Olympia is that there's so many people that are doing things and that are so good at helping other people in the community do things. And it's such a huge, healthy, thriving scene that I can't really pick a favorite. Plus, I'm in bands with most of them.
Yeah. I don't know. Who's your inspiration, like, growing up? Who did you listen to? I mean, your songs are really quirky. I mean, they're really fun to listen to, because me and one of my friends were talking the other day, and he just was so sick of, commercialized music and everything that's just churned out, and he, like, took back, like, 20 of his CDs and got rid of them, and so we were talking about your CD, and we really like it, just because it's really, it's unaverage, It's, like, a little bit more interesting to listen to, and so I just was curious, how did you get on that tip rather than, I don't know, growing up just...
Well, I guess that
Go ahead.
the test CD, the one that I have out now, is a little bit different than the stuff I've been doing lately. It's more based on recording than songs, if you know what I mean, like that songs are about a microphone, like I'll be singing about a microphone or a compressor or something, and I was kind of influenced when I was doing that, like trying to experiment with all kinds of tape loops and hip-hop beats and everything. But for some reason now I've been more into, like, spending weeks on a 1-minute song and making a little gem that's subtler and has every kind of sound in it. There's this one band, Eric's Trip, that I kind of am trying to completely rip off. But it's hard.
I think it's in the bottom of everyone's heart, no matter how original you try to be.
There's somebody that you're trying to rip off.
Yeah, or it just comes out. It just comes out. You just can't help it.
Well, I'm, like, blatantly trying to rip these people off. I want to make the album cover look only slightly different and have the songs be the same length and sound pretty much the same. Because I think that it's just, they kind of attained perfection, and so I don't want to change that too much.
Yeah.
I feel like this thing I'm doing for Kay, this album I've been working on it for like a year, and other things like distracting me the whole time, but I'm just working so slowly on it because I want it to be perfect, because I'm looking at it like I might never come out with another album again, so might as well do as good as I can.
Yeah. So that's your big project. You want to sing another song for us?
Oh, I could do that, yeah.
That's a interesting guitar. What other kind of I know on your CD, of course, you use, like, every instrument you could probably get your hands on. Just lots of different noises and stuff.
That's the other cool thing about Dub Narcotic Studio, is the huge heap of instruments that are there. Tons of stuff. So it's nice to just be able to play everything.
Yeah. Cool. Well, let's jam on it. And if anyone out there has a question for Phil from the microphones, which you'll be hearing a lot of because we just got their CD, then give us a call, 786-6805. Rob will be there to answer your phone call. And
I maybe I should mention the shows.
Yeah, do that right now.
I guess on
don't use proactive language.
Saturday there's an in-store at a record store, and Mammoth on Diamond, and then on Friday there's some other show somewhere. I'll play a song now. I heard a beautiful sound higher than all the stars could be, and I lied there, my eyes closed. I felt you coming. Open window, open headphones. I felt you glow, cool and soft across my face.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you play that song of Flowers and Forest called Hot Chocolate with just your guitar and you?
I might be able to remember that.
We've got a request.
Okay, let's see. Road that goes from her house to my house, darkened by the long gone sunset. Trees hang over and make it even darker. I pass by them every single night. There's a ghost that lives right above me, floating dead but never been alive. Not a boy or girl, and only at night. Fills my tummy up, makes me something. She fills me up like drinking hot chocolate, sweet and warm, and she's my honey. When I have to go home, we're both so sad. After that, I'm awfully lonely.
I like how you ended that one. That was nice.
I haven't played that in a long time.
Wow.
Ah, 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 ah.
So Phil,
Mhm.
do you have anything else to tell the Alaskan audience?
There's the show on Saturday. There's another show on Friday that's somewhere here. Should I tell all about it? It's going to be on campus in the afternoon around.
It's like a rave. You have to find out where it's at.
Yeah. There's some flyers, I guess, and it's at 3 or 4 o'clock or something. There's flyers all around
There's
it, I guess
The flyers don't say anything on them, though.
They will.
They will? Okay.
they're flyers. and
Microphones,
they
flyers.
Say something, and there's a CD that I have that I guess is at your local record store, and it's different than what I've been playing. It has way more things than other people singing, and that's all.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for coming into KRUA.
Thanks for having me.
And I enjoyed your songs. I think everyone else probably did.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about this favorite song of yours?
Oh, it's not a favorite. It's just I happen to like it.